Hello and welcome to a special video. It is New Year's Eve, in most places in the world anyway, and at the moment, and I thought I would do a special New Year's resolution video, purely because I've been a bit AWOL recently and I wanted to let you guys know what's coming up in 2018, but it's not so much like an update video where I let you know what I have planned. It's sort of like me making a few statements and promises to you guys. It's me making New Year's resolutions, but only the ones that affect you guys. I'm not going to bore you with any personal ones I may have made. It's all to do with the channel. So, first of all, right, the first thing I wrote down, I wrote a few notes, just bullet points, and the first thing I wrote down was, I'm going to upload more episodes of Resident Evil 7 than I did in 2017, which shouldn't be too hard to beat, because I only actually managed to get 14, I think, online, because that game terrifies me and I don't want to play it, but it's entertaining. I do enjoy it. Enjoy's the wrong word, but I do like the game. I just don't ever end up wanting to record it, but I know some of you guys really enjoy it, so that will be making comeback. It's going to be every Tuesday going forward, so hopefully if I stick to that, by the time we're in sort of March, April, I'll already have completed this resolution. So that'd be nice. That'd be very nice. So that's one thing I promise you guys. More Resident Evil 7 in VR than last year. Or this year just gone. Also, I have a couple of long-standing series that need to finish. I have Pokemon Ash Grey, that's probably been going for a couple of years. And I have Hitman Absolution that's been going a couple of years. I want to complete both of those this year. Now I feel like I'm quite close to finishing Pokemon Ash Grey, but I genuinely don't know, because I've never played the game through before. I don't know where it finishes. I don't know how much more is left to go, but I feel like I'm getting quite far through, so hopefully that'll be easily done around about the same time as I complete the Resident Evil resolution, by certainly the first quarter to third of the year. Hopefully that'll be polished off and we'll be able to move on to some new content. Hitman Absolution, I think there's a little bit further to go, but I think if I manage to stick to my weekly uploads that I always aimed for with Hitman Absolution, I should be able to finish it. I should be able to finish it off. I should be able to get my Platinum Trophy. One that I've not written down, but I'm actually going to throw in since I just said that. I'm going to earn some Platinum Trophies this year. I've been going for like 4 years, is it now? It's either 3 or 4 years. 4, I think. And 4 years on Thursday, I believe. And I've started this channel mostly to be accountable for completing games, and so far all I've completed is Pokemon Red. Twice, so go figure. So I need to start earning some Platinum Trophies. I've got Let's Plats on the go. It's supposed to be like a feature of my channel, but I don't actually ever get the Platinums, so I'm going to have to complete some of those series. So yeah, that's sort of like a side note on that. Also, speaking of Pokemon Ash Grey, I have big plans for Pokemon. And now, don't switch off if you're not into Pokemon. I know not everyone's into it. It will interest you to know what I have planned. First of all, I plan on finishing my Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke. I feel like even if I'm successful, I mean, I'm aiming to upload it 3 times a week. That should be plenty of time to get it done in the not too distant future at all. So I definitely want to finish the Nuzlocke, preferably successfully, but I definitely want to get it finished one way or the other. But I'm not going to deliberately throw it away. I want to win the lock, rest assured. Now, if you're not interested in Pokemon, that's where it gets interesting, which is I'll be talking to you guys a little bit more detail about this when it becomes appropriate. But I'm strongly considering starting a Pokemon-only channel. Not in place of this channel. It's sort of like I did with my WWE channel, which was like in addition to this channel. Because I find the Pokemon videos reasonably easy to make. I really enjoy making them. But I'm very aware that not many people ever get very successful uploading Pokemon and other stuff. Most of the successful Pokemon YouTubers, Poketubers if you like, only upload Pokemon. And other gaming YouTubers don't tend to upload Pokemon. They just don't seem to cross over very well for some reason. And I'm very aware that it's very different to a lot of what I put on the channel. You know, when you look at the Hitman, Grand Theft Auto, Resident Evil, you know, all that kind of stuff that I put on the channel, Pokemon is very different. So it's sort of potentially splitting my audience. So let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in a separate Pokemon channel. And that can be, yes, I'd love to subscribe to that, I'd love to watch you just upload Pokemon on a channel. I don't really care for your other stuff. Or it can be, yeah, I'd love to see you start a Pokemon channel because I don't want to see it anymore. You know, both sides are equally valid arguments, so feel free to let me know either side. Okay, a goal that's going to kind of last over the course of the year is I want to reduce... I know I've just talked about starting a new channel and all these things I want to do, but I do want to reduce my workload a little bit on this channel. If I start a Pokemon channel, then so be it. I'll end up back up to the usual amount of uploads, but I feel like Pokemon videos are slightly easier to get done. No disrespect to any PokeTubers out there, I just, in my personal experience, have been finding them a lot easier to keep up with. But for this channel, I definitely want to reduce my output over the course of 2018 to 1 video a day, which I still feel is plenty of content. I don't feel like I'm doing you guys out of content at all. I just think it'll be easier to keep on top of and keep up with, whereas at the moment trying to do 2 videos a day just on this channel, plus my WWE channel, if I added in a Pokemon channel as well, that'd be 4 videos a day. That's next to impossible. But I'm finding it very hard to keep up with that, especially on days where it's 2 fairly difficult to make videos on the same day, plus a WWE one. I feel like I'll be much better off with 1 video a day on this channel, 1 on my WWE channel, and potentially 1 on my Pokemon channel. Now, if we don't do a separate Pokemon channel, I'll just designate a day or 2 to Pokemon to keep everyone happy over the course of those 1 uploads a day. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but I definitely want to reduce my output. Not drastically so that you guys aren't hearing from me, but just so that I can be more consistent and you guys know where you stand. I feel like that's more important than getting out as much content as possible, is for you guys to know when the content will be coming and what it will be. I think that's more important. Now, something I have noticed across both channels is when I've stepped outside just Let's Playing a game and done something a little bit different, it's usually done quite well relative to my Let's Play videos. Now, I'm not saying I'll get rid of the Let's Plays, because I like doing Let's Plays. 2, it's kind of why I started it, and 3, it gives you something consistent to keep coming back for, so I think they're a good thing. But I definitely want to start being a little bit more innovative and doing some more sort of special one-off videos, or just, you know, things that are a little bit different on the channel, and that includes like special holiday videos. One of my most successful videos on this channel, on my main channel, is my Halloween special from a couple of years ago on GTA Online with my friends, and that did really well. Some others that surprised me, loads of my videos where I just showed what clothing was available in shops on Saints Row 4 did really well, and I was like, that's really strange, because that was quite easy to make, you know. So I'll probably put out a few videos like that won't appeal to most of you, but will be informative and maybe get new eyes on the channel, because that's what I want, let's be honest, is I want more eyes watching it. They might come for the what clothes I can buy here stuff, but they might subscribe and then they might like my content and stuff like that. So that's kind of why I'll be using that. But aside from that, I want to do some interesting one-off stuff. Like I say, the Christmas, Halloween sort of specials, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, anything I can think of where I could do something special for it. I kind of want to try and do something special for it, and see how those videos do, because I feel like, looking at my stats on what gets watched the most, the special one-offs do the best, but I don't want to drop Let's Plays completely. So anyway, I've waffled about that point enough. I also want to build towards live streaming. It's one of my personal goals this year. I know said I wouldn't talk about it too much, but to at least get to the point where I feel like I am definitely getting fibre optic broadband. My internet, I tried live streaming, I really enjoyed live streaming, but it got to the point where it was getting more stressful than fun, because I was worrying about disconnecting, I was worrying about quality of stream, I was worrying about all this stuff, because my internet's not that good. It's, you know, copper wire. I can't get fibre optic in my house, so I'm trying to sort of pursue the company, and I kind of know roughly what I have to get done to even find out a price for that. So that's sort of something I'm trying to work towards. So that's like a goal for this coming year, is to get my internet game stepped up, get them to provide me with some, you know, 2018 internet instead of 2008, which is what I seem to be dealing with, and get the live streams back, because I know a lot of you guys out there love the live streams. I love the live streams, and I definitely want to get back into doing them, as well as recorded content. So yeah, when I've got better internet, that'll be happening, and that's one of my main goals for 2018, is better internet. And that's not as simple as just changing provider and getting a better internet for me before anyone thinks, so how's that a big goal? It is literally, I need to convince the company to come and lay down cables, basically just for me, so that I can get fibre optic broadband. So if I can get some of my neighbours and what have you on side, it'll make it easier. So that's like stage 1 of my plan. But yeah, there is no better internet I can get without getting them to make some big changes. So that's a bit of a challenge for me, but I like a challenge. And last but not least, I'm going to make better use of social media. I'm going to give you guys better reason to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and be more consistent on Facebook. I feel like I'm half decent at using Facebook, but I feel like sometimes I just kind of forget that you need to keep on top of Twitter and Instagram and even Facebook to an extent, and I'm just not very good at thinking something's just happened that might interest or entertain people. I'll stick that on Twitter, or I'll get a picture of that and stick it on Instagram. You know, I just don't have that thought process naturally in my head, so I'm going to try and sort of build that into a bit more of a habit. Not to sort of like a spammy degree. I don't think I'm capable of spamming social media, to be honest. Like, the only time I really spam it is during wrestling pay-per-views, and I live tweet quite often the pay-per-views. But that's different to me. Like, I need to find more occasions to sort of share things that have happened with you, you know, funny little things that have happened, or breakthroughs, or that sort of thing. So definitely hold me accountable to that. Go into the description, find my social media links, and follow me, or like my page, or whichever one you want to use, and we'll try and build that. So they're kind of my New Year's resolutions. Let me know in the comment section, first of all, like I said, about the Pokemon channel, or what you think of any of the resolutions. If you think some are a good idea, if you think some are a bad idea, and why, you know, feel free to discuss them with me. They're not set in stone, they're just sort of things I feel like would benefit the channel. But if enough people are like, well, no, that'd be worse, then obviously I'm not going to do it. So that sort of thing. But also, feel free to let me know what your New Year's resolutions are. I have plenty of personal New Year's resolutions as well. I'll be happy to discuss them if anyone's interested in the comments. I just didn't want to take up your time discussing them. Here, you're here for my channel, so here are my resolutions about my channel. Anyway, waffled on long enough. So leave a like if you're excited for 2018, if you're excited in general, if you're excited for this channel in 2018, all that good stuff. Like I said, leave a comment. I always appreciate comments, so I always try and get back to you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and you want to see all this come into fruition. Absolutely welcome aboard. And don't forget to share with your friends. Again, maybe not this video because they're not invested in me just yet, because they've never heard of me. Maybe share your favourite video from 2017 off my channel with your friends to try and get them into it. Something like that would be of great help to me. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Ibeza, you've been amazing, and I will see you next time, and next year.